Hey guys, my name is Steve Tillis. I'm the owner of Reptilis Herbs and RedBloodPython.com. It's been an exceptionally long time since I've done any sort of videos inside the facility, but as you can see, a lot changed. This whole wall is all breeder bloods, and this is all breeder retics and a couple of other odds and ends here. But I figured I'd go ahead and show through some of my favorite blood pythons this year, some of which are holdback, some of which are available. Just really cool snakes, and to kind of show the amount of diversity in a relatively small number of mutations that this species currently has, because there's really a lot of diversity out there. So with that said, let's go ahead and look through some holdbacks and stuff. So this is your normal red blood python. One of my favorite mutations is the T-negative albinos. So you can see it already kind of just really increases the amount of color. Now when we start crossing that into ivory, we get the matrix. This is het T-neg, and then the final product is the albino matrix. So one of the really cool things about this mutation, well, all these blood pythons change in color as they get older, so the T-neg is going to get a lot more red, as are the normal bloods, but the albino ivories, they either go one of two ways. They either go pretty much all white, so they look like a leucistic, or they get kind of like traffic cone orange. They're absolutely beautiful. So again, as a reference point of just a normal blood python, one of the most interesting things that has been kind of popping out, and at first I thought it was just a fluke, but it's happened a number of times, is sort of like, I don't want to call it a hypo because it's not quite a hypo, but it's something different. It's almost like peachy colored, and it's coming out of the T-negs. So here, this is batiks that are crossed to T-negative albino, and what I thought was really interesting is this snake. So these two are actually siblings, believe it or not, but this is what I think is the hypo version, Hypo Peach. I'm not sure what we want to call it, but this snake crossed to a batik, I think, is what is going on here. It's unlike any other batik that I've seen so far. Really just a cool snake. Of course, everyone's favorite has got to be the golden eyes. So this is just your standard golden eye, and just because that is a T-positive albino batik that I crossed with a tomato bomb, which is just absolutely gorgeous. So the golden eye is really a great kind of base gene platform to work off of. So by crossing goldeneye to batik, what you end up with is the pixel, which is just an astonishing animal. Absolutely incredible. And then what is really interesting is that when you cross it to the matrix, which is a pretty subtle trait, you end up with a really extreme looking goldeneye. So this is a 007, which is one of the most reduced 007s that I've seen. It's virtually patternless, almost looks like a gold magpie. So let's try to get these guys going back. Alright, so the last group of bloods are really not even bloods. God dang. So these are very angry caramel albino Sumatran short-tailed pythons, or the, God man, the black blood pythons is what people kind of incorrectly call them. So this would be a standard, and there's kind of two phases of, you have your black head, your chrome head, and then these are the orange heads. So the orange head Sumatran short-tailed pythons, which cross to a T-positive albino, really brings in a shocking amount of color, and it's really pretty incredible how much color it brings in. And the flip side is a similar project. This is a Borneo. This is a Borneo that is het for T-positive albino, completely unrelated to the Sumatran albino. But the albino Borneos, the T-positive albino Borneos, came in a couple years ago, and I ended up with the wild-caught founding adults. And there wasn't a whole lot of color. They were in kind of really rough shape. So I'm really excited to start crossing them into some of the more captive mutations. If you look at the amount of black that exists on this Borneo in particular, I'm really excited to see how purple we can make these snakes. Because when you look at the black Sumatran, the amount of purple that you can bring in is really incredible. So to think of the diversity of Borneo genetics mixed in with a T-positive albino is actually really exciting, especially as we start establishing them as captive bred stock and really kind of get some of the color in there. Just a really promising future for the diversity of Borneo genetics, which up until now, although it's been diverse, it has been relatively monochromatic, really kind of staying more towards the brown and tan and black part of the spectrum, and now we really have the option to bring in more color, which really excites me. When you look at the Sumatran, what's really a relatively dark colored snake, you're really able to bring in a whole lot of color, so that's really going to be bold in all the colors and patterns of the Borneo. Alright, well, thank you for watching.